Hola friends, and welcome to this Vipassana video. In this video we're talking about how to get the most out of your Vipassana course while you are there. So we're talking a little about what kind of mindset should we cultivate when we're there, because that's very important to really get the maximum benefits out of this wonderful Vipassana. We're talking about meditation with strong determination, which is also something very important. You're going to be presented to it at the course, of course, but well, we're going to prepare a little here, no? We're talking about how to fight sleepiness. If you have any experience with meditation whatsoever, you know that sleepiness is one of the big enemies. It's one of the big problems. Like sometimes we're just meditating and we're just sitting like this for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long we're meditating. But we're going to talk about how to fight through it, how to really get through it, so you are very prepared when you meditate and when you go to the course. We are also going to talk a little about psychedelics, believe it or not, and the consequences that psychedelics can have on doing Vipassana, something very important too. And at the end, we're going to talk about maybe the most important thing of them all, which is a thing that I really struggle with still till this day, but that I'm working on. So I'm going to share that with you, but you're going to have to wait to the end of the video to see that. So yeah, welcome to the video and let's just get started. And before starting, something very, very important, mosquito spray, because I swear I am getting absolutely eaten. I've not even been out for that long and they're already eating me. In order to be in harmony with nature, one has to use mosquito spray. I think that's just the law of nature, actually. I think about the monks. I can just sit still in anything crawling on them, any mosquitoes biting them. They just sit through it all in complete calmness. Man, it went so fast and I got so many bites. But now I am protected. Topic number 1. Cultivate a mindset of working hard. Now here's the thing with Vipassana. Vipassana aims to eradicate all of our mental impurities, which means to eradicate all of our suffering, to completely purify, illuminate our mind. And thus the Vipassana centers has been created in such a way where we have everything that we need to just focus really, really hard on learning the Vipassana technique, integrating the Vipassana technique and really doing it and really working hard with it, penetrating the layers of awareness and really cleaning in the depths of our subconsciousness. Everything has been created for us to really have the opportunity that we need in order to do all of this. Where else in the world can you be in a place for 10 days without speaking, where you're going to get all of your food? You don't have to think about anything. The only thing you have to do is the Vipassana. The only thing you have to do is to work on yourself, purify your mind. And here's also the thing. The fruits that we receive are linked to our own earnest effort. So our effort is the seed of our fruits. And I know this because when I did my first Vipassana, I did not work hard. I was too ignorant, I was too arrogant, I was too stupid, and honestly I'm not that intelligent. And I did not work hard. Thus the fruits that I received were not that significant. And I felt it. I felt that it was not that significant. I could not keep on practicing every day because the impact that Vipassana really has to those who really put in everything they have, the impact that Vipassana have on them is so profound. That is like we really want to continue. It's like a desire we have. And that I felt when I did my second Vipassana, where I really gave it everything I had. I gave it 100% all of the time. When I was super tired, when I was in back pain, I was like, I can't do it anymore. Like, the days are hard. It's really hard, you know? But I just kept on going. And the fruits that I received from that Vipassana course were life-changing in such a authentic, pure way and like calm way. A silent way. I don't know how to express it, but like from the depth of my being came the change that I was seeking, and it came just by me doing the Vipassana. Everything came by itself. These fruits are the fruits that I really wish for you to receive, because these fruits it's the best in the world. It's the best in the world. It's like finally we can put our shoulders down. We found the way that will lead us out of our suffering. We just have to continue. We just have to continue practicing. We just have to continue with this wonderful technique. And slowly we will lead ourselves out of our suffering. It's such a por fin, finally I can relax. Those are the fruits that I really wish for you. So that's why I make these videos, to really do my best to help you receive those fruits that I have received, because they are amazing. And here's the thing, the fruits are not just only for you. The fruits are for each and every single person in your life. Everyone will benefit from the hard work, the hard practice that you're putting in it. Everyone will receive the fruits from your hard work. And there are many reasons for this. Imagine if I plant an apple tree and then I really work hard on taking care of the apple tree so it grows very, very big, full of apples, abundance of apples. I got apples for each and every one. I can just give out apples. Here, apples. Thus, everyone will receive the fruits of Vipassana. That's the law of Vipassana. I don't know how it works. And one of the reasons too why everyone is benefiting from it is because the more that we are purifying our mind, the more of our essence, of who we really are, is shining through. So we become way more authentic, and we just become way more loving and way more enjoyable to be with. Our relationships become way more about the love that we have for each other than it becomes about our differences that is separating us. It becomes very, very important. I know this from me. It becomes very, very important that everyone in our families know how much that we love them all of the time. They always have to know how much we love them all of the time. They can never be in doubt about this. It's one of those things, it's important. The love is important. And it's because the more we're purifying our mind, the more of our essence can really express itself through us. And our essence is love. So what does it mean to really work hard when we're there at the Vipassana? To really work hard at the Vipassana means that when we get deep into craving, and we will get deep into craving, as I shared before, the first Vipassana I did, I went so deep into craving, I could not get out of it. I went into my fantasies, and my fantasies could be about whatever. And I was feeling such good sensations. I was like, oh, this is so wonderful. This is the person I will be. All the sensations that I was receiving. It was so comfortable sensation, so desirable. So I went deep into craving, and I could not get out of it. When I was sitting and I was meditating, very focused, oh, my back would hurt so much. It would hurt. And my legs, mis pobrecitos, my legs, they would hurt so much. So it was like, I can't do it with this pain. It hurts so much. So I was literally aborting the pain by going deep into my craving. But these sensations are very nice. These are very comfortable sensations in my fantasies. Very nice. I want more of that. And Vipassana is literally there for us to get out of the habit of craving and aborting. That's the whole purpose of Vipassana. But I was using Vipassana to abort the pain I had and to get into my craving. And I could not get out of it because I was too deep in the craving. And when we get too deep in the craving, that's really when we have to remind ourselves of this is such an opportunity that I have right here, right now. And I really ought to take advantage of the opportunity. And thus, we get out of the craving. We just start observing the bodily sensations. But we don't go into the craving. We just observe it. And the same with the pain, that we don't abort the pain. It's like, I don't want this pain. Yes, but I'm like really here to work. Okay, so let's embrace every sensation that we have and just observe it without aborting and without craving. Because here's the thing that we're going to learn. The pain is actually teaching us not to abort, right? Because the pain is there. Our habit is, I don't want this. But we are practicing just breathing in it, just feeling it without judging it, and just observing it, being in it, and letting it be completely equanimous in it. The pain is teaching us exactly this. And it's the same with the desired sensations. It's the same with the bodily sensations that are they're so wonderful. They are teaching us not to go into craving. Craving is our enemy and abortion is our enemy. But the pain is our teacher, and the bodily sensations that are super comfortable are our teachers too. So really cultivating a mindset of working hard is not just for you. It is for you. It's for you, your liberation and your happiness and you getting out of your suffering, which is wonderful. But it's not just for you. It's for each and every human being on this wonderful planet called Earth. It's for each and every human being, because the work that you do, the deep inner work that you do, because of the authenticity, because of our essence can really shine through then, we are going to inspire others. So it's for everyone. It's really for everyone, and we are stopping this habit of creating suffering in the world, this habit of creating poison in the world and hurting everyone around us. We're stopping that habit. And instead we're going to spread compassion. We're going to spread love. We're going to spread kindness. Kindness is our essence. Compassion, love is our essence. That's going to shine through. That is what we're going to give the world. Thus, putting an end to all of this suffering. And cultivating a mind of working hard goes hand in hand with the second topic, which is stay away from the bed. You knew I was going to say it. Stay away from the bed. Por favor, for the love of God, stay away from the bed. At my first Vipassana, I did the mistake. I went to my bed because you're really tired. We get up at 4 in the morning. It's like, oh, you're meditating, your back, everything is hurting. You just want to lay down and rest on your bed. Don't do it. Stay away from the bed. If you go to the bed, you're just going to fall asleep. When you get up from the bed and you go to meditate, you're too tired to meditate. Thus, you cannot work hard. I see so many people each and every time. They are tired in the morning, so instead of waking up at 4 and go to meditate 4:30 and meditate the 2 hours that we have to meditate in the morning, they just sleep for the 2 hours. Then the bell rings to get breakfast, they go to get breakfast. Then at the break they go and sleep a little more. And then we have the group meditation, which is an important meditation. And now they're too tired to really meditate seriously. For the love of God, stay away from the bed. Also, what kind of signal are you giving to your fellow students if you're gonna go to the bed all the time? Like, we are there to work hard, and then you are inspiring others to go and sleep in the bed. It's not nice to your fellow students. Like, we are together in this. I know that when we're there, we're separated. We cannot talk, we cannot look at each other. The noble silence. We're there just with ourselves, for ourselves. I know, but we are on this journey together. We are on our own individual journeys together. Thus, it's very important, like, what message are we sending to our fellow students?
But Jonathan, what if I just go to the bed to meditate in the bed, so I can rest my back, so my body can relax a little, and then I can meditate more profoundly too. I can meditate deeper too.
It's a good question, but here's the thing. If we're going to go to the bed in order to be more relaxed and more comfortable while meditating so we can meditate more profoundly, then we are not practicing sitting. And sitting in of itself is a practice, and we have to practice it to be able to sit for longer time. Also, we are not practicing being equanimous through the pain that we are receiving in our body. So we're not practicing being equanimous, and we are not practicing sitting. If we are not practicing sitting, it means that every time that we sit, it's going to be unbearable, and then we have to move all of the time, and then we cannot sit. We cannot get to the point where we can sit for an hour without moving. In order to get to that point of sitting for an hour without moving, we have to practice sitting. Thus, even though, yes, it's more comfortable to go to the bed and it's very desirable, I can really understand it, trust me, the practice of sitting is also very, very important. My fiance, we have meditated a little beforehand, but we have never meditated that much. Just a little. We've done half an hour, and after half an hour, she's been done. But when we were there, she never went to the bed. She was dedicated. I have to tell you, she was dedicated. It was inspiring. And she was sitting through the whole thing. Of course, there's pillows, so she was like using pillows and making it nice with pillows. But she was still sitting through the whole thing. And in the end, she could sit through the whole hour without moving. The same went for me. At the beginning, I could not sit through the whole hour. But when we were like halfway, I started being able to sit for a whole hour without moving. And at the end, I could nearly sit for 2 hours without moving. I was so close to sit for 2 hours without moving. So it's really about practicing sitting. When we are practiced in sitting, we can sit for a very long time without moving, thus going very profound and deep in our meditation. So I know it's very desirable. I really want to go to the bed. Stay away from the bed. All of the practice is in the practice of sitting, being equanimous in the pain that we're receiving, and just the practice of sitting. And this actually brings us to the third topic for today. Meditate with strong determination. The only way of learning how to sit and meditate through a whole hour without moving is to meditate with strong determination. I think it's around day 4 or it's around day 5. The group meditations that we have will become group meditations of meditation with strong determination, where they are recommending us to really push ourselves not to move through the whole hour, even though that we are in pain, even though that our legs are hurting so much and our back is hurting so much. Stay in the position. Don't move, don't change position, don't open your eyes, and don't look at the clock. It's really recommended because that's how we go deep in the meditation. If we are deep in intense pain while we're doing this, well then of course move. But always strive for doing it a little better the next time. So if I'm moving 3 times in an hour, well, see if I can move only 2 times the next time, and thus working my way up to sitting for an hour without moving. When it's done, it's very cool. It's like, yeah, I did it, because it's such a fight, because you're fighting through all the pain. In the end, you're not meditating. In the end, you're just breathing and doing your best to be equanimous in all of the pain, trust me. And it's fun. It's like, with strong determination, it was like, I remember having to sit and I would be like, all right, I got this. Like, you're going to battle, but like for me it was fun. It was like it was a good challenge. I really enjoyed it. When we have crossed the 1 hour mark once, it's easier to cross it twice, and thus it gets easier the 3rd time. And then at the end it's like, well, you're just sitting for an hour without, yeah, maybe it's a little annoying, but you're just doing it. It just goes through. You can do it. Then you can sit for an hour and a half. Then you can sit for 2 hours. This is so important for the concentration of our mind, for our samadhi, because that we can just sit and concentrate without having to move. It's so important for our meditation. It's so important to go deep into our meditation. So this is the practice of samadhi. Very, very important. Hi, Rambo. Rambo. Here we have Rambo. He's such a lovely dog. He's very dirty. He always has flies around him, and he does not want to take a bath. We even tried. You want to be in the video with me? Yeah. The other dog is coming too. This is the son of Rambo. Believe it or not, maybe Rambo's wife was unfaithful, because this dog has a very different color than Rambo, but it is the son of Rambo. Yeah, I have to continue. Fighting sleepiness. Oi, puta madre. I'm super scared of dogs here in South America. It's really true. I've been chased by dogs a handful of times. So now I'm like, when I see a dog, I'm on edge. I'm so scared, it's crazy. Ciao. I don't know the name of that dog. Fighting sleepiness. If there's one thing that will get in the way of us going profound in our meditation, it is sleepiness. If you have any experience with meditation whatsoever, you know that sleepiness is one of the very big enemies of meditation. Sometimes we're just sitting like this, and we're trying to focus, and our head just goes like this. There was even one at the last course we were at. She fell asleep, so she just fell boom down on her side. So sleepiness is actually one of the big ones, and we can be fresh when we are not meditating, but as soon as we sit to meditate, oh, we go straight to this. We get so tired. We cannot concentrate at all. But how do we actually fight sleepiness? Well, simply, we're just going to breathe with more power. This way we are, I hope you could hear it, this way we are forcing ourselves to concentrate more. Well, now we got he's coming in, woo, going back to his son. Like this, we're going to force ourselves to be more, to concentrate more, and not to fall into the sleepiness. But this might not be enough. Then leave the room, go outside and go for a conscious walk. Walk and be aware of the sensations, and do the power breath while you are walking, in order to give your brain oxygen, in order to really wake up. If that is still not enough, then go and pour some cold water on your head. Sometimes I would be like 1 minute cold shower. I would go, take off my clothes, take a shower, dry myself super fast, and I will go back in and continue. It would just be like 1 minute, 2 minutes tops, in order to really do my best to wake myself up, because I was so sleepy. Then I would go back and I would sit and I would continue, and I would be sleepy again. And then I was just really fighting with the breath. I was just doing the power breath, just really fighting through it. And that's the thing. We have to fight through it. We cannot give up and go to the bed and sleep. We cannot do it. We have to fight through it. Now, what I heard once, that what this sleepiness really is, and I can neither confirm nor deny it, it is not my own panya, meaning that it's not my own insight. But what I heard, that what the sleepiness really is that the sleepiness is unawareness that is passing through us. And that is why we get so sleepy, because it is unawareness, so we get unaware. And we cannot concentrate and we go to dreaming, and we sit like this. It is unawareness passing through us. Thus, we just have to fight through it. And if you are tired from meditation and you do everything you can to fight through it, good work. If you sit for the next meditation and you are still in sleepiness, fight through it. Just really, really continue fighting through it. When you get to the other side of it, then the meditation is full of concentration again, which is super nice. But later on, you will feel the sleepiness again. It's an enemy, and we just have to fight through it. Be sure not to disturb. Now, one of the things that we have to be really aware of while we're there is that we have to be really aware of not disturbing the others. Because everyone who is there in a deep process of meditation, and there's nothing worse than someone disturbing. I learned this the hard way. I learned after my last course of Vipassana that I did with my fiance. I learned that I disturbed a lot, and I disturbed many people. Because one of the things that happened in my process, it was a beautiful process for the both of us, was that I fell really, really much in love with my fiance again. And it was really nice. And I could not stop looking at her. That went right against the noble silence, which is silence of body, mind, and speech, that we don't have any communication with each other whatsoever. Especially when we know each other, especially if it's our partner or a friend, family, or whatever, etc. So I broke the noble silence by looking at her all of the time. For us, it was very beautiful. But afterwards, there were some of the other guys that told me, you were looking at me a lot. And I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. I was not looking at you. I was looking at my fiance that was sitting like in that line of sight. And some of the other girls were also feeling that I was looking a lot at them. And thus I accidentally created an environment where they would feel uncomfortable. They would be like, he's looking again. Why is he looking at me? I'm very sad. I'm very sorry for disturbing them. I will do better the next time. I learned my lesson. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not that smart, I have to say. I mean, I have to burn my hand twice in order to learn my lesson. But I'm very sorry about that. So I really recommend, be very, very aware of not disturbing. But sometimes we cannot help disturbing accidentally. Let's say that we're meditating, and I have to cough. And then I cough. And I have to cough again a little later. It's something that is like super annoying, and it's disturbing a lot of people. But we cannot, there's nothing we can do about it. We have to cough. So then it's also a practice of allowing something to happen without allowing it to disturb us, right? So if someone is coughing or whatever thing they're doing, and it's actually disturbing us, it's also a practice for us of not being disturbed by it, right? So we're just letting it be, being equanimous in it. Now, one of the ways that I actually got disturbed when I was there, the man who was sitting at my side, he had a watch on, and his watch would go, of course, every second, it would go. And it was horrible, because that ticking sound was really affecting my meditation, because I could not concentrate, because I would just all of the time listen to that ticking sound, and very disturbing. So what I did was that I went to the management, and I said that the man sitting beside me had a watch on, and if they could please throw him out, and he could no, of course I did not say that, but if they could ask him if he could please take his watch off, because he was disturbing me a lot. And then they did that. They went and they asked him if he could please take the watch off when he was in that room. Very nice. So I also very much recommend not to bring a watch inside, because it was disturbing me a lot. Be very aware of what we're doing and be very aware that we are not disturbing anyone else. Now I do not know which number we are at, but here's the next one. Stay for question time in the hall in the afternoon. If you did see the video, everything you need to know about the 10 days Vipassana course, then you have heard this one. But it's very, very important, so I thought I would also say it here. In the afternoon, when we are done meditating, you can, if you want to, stay for question time in the hall. You can also just go to bed if you want to do that. And I used to do that because I have only done Vipassana in Latin America. And when I did my first Vipassana, I did not speak Spanish. So it was like, well, how can this benefit me? I don't understand anything anyway. So I would just go away. So then when I did my follow-up Vipassana, I had like that, I don't need to stay here. I did speak Spanish at my follow-up, like at my second one, I did speak Spanish. But then one day, and I think it was day 7, I stayed because I actually had a question. I stayed and then I just realized it's such a quality to stay there for afternoon question time. It is such a quality because so many people are there and someone comes up and they may ask your question, or even better, they may ask a question that something that you were thinking of, but you weren't quite sure how to like put it in a question. Thus, they ask a question that received an answer which was something that you could use. And the other way around, right? Like you also had service at the other by asking your questions. And it's just really nice because you're sitting there with the teachers. The teachers, they have their panya. They have done Vipassana for years. Their lives are Vipassana. So it's wonderful to listen to the teachers. There was this one time one came up and he was asking his question and he was very vulnerable. And he started crying asking it. And well, that really touched me and made me cry. And some of the others were also like, a tear was falling from their face. So then we're crying together. We're listening to the teachers, like we're laughing together. It's such a, the teachers bring their insight, their wisdom. It's such a quality to really stay there. It's something we're doing as a group. Really recommendable, stay for afternoon time. It's starting to drip a little actually, so let's hurry up and get this one done. But before we continue, I really want to ask something of you. I really want to ask you, por favor, please, give this video your like. It's a small channel that I have here, so your like is really helpful to me, and it's really helpful in showing YouTube that, hey, this video is very useful. This video it's a very good video. If you have done a Vipassana, well, share your experience, please, and let's make sure that we're helping each other in this. And also, if you want, subscribe to the channel. You are always welcome. We have a whole playlist of Vipassana for you to really get the most out of your Vipassana. If any questions, write them in the comments. I am there to answer anything that I can answer. I'm not an expert. I am just a student. I am just doing my very best that I can, and I just feel for really sharing this because we are all in this together. So yeah, welcome to Be Happy. The next one is ask questions if in doubt. Yes, we also had this one at the other video, and it's also going to be here. And it's very simple. If you're in doubt, ask questions. If you're not understanding something about the technique, ask questions. If you don't know what do I do with the back pain, well, you just have to sit through it, don't you? You know, just have to practice being equanimous through it, don't you? When I did my first Vipassana, I felt like I'm doing it wrong. I was not working that hard as I told, and I'm not that smart as I've shared. And when I went, I was like, I really want to get it right this time. So I went and asked the teacher. I was like, hey, I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Like I'm doing this and this and this. Is it wrong? And the teacher was like, yeah, you're doing it wrong. No, it was horrible. I got so sad afterwards. It was crazy. I wanted to run away, but I decided to stay and really be like, no, I have to get it. I asked the teacher if she was so kind that we could go in the break and I could have more time speaking with her. So we were speaking for like half an hour, talking about the technique, where did I go wrong, and stuff like that. So very kind of her. If in doubt, ask questions. Because if you're in doubt, the doubt is just going to grow. You're just going to be like, this technique is not right, or I am doing it wrong, or you know, whatever. Or maybe you don't understand the rules and regulations. Why are women and men separated? Go and ask questions. That's like clarity is the way forth in this. Yeah. Now we just one away from the last one, which is the most important one. But before that one, we have to talk, believe it or not, we have to talk a little about drugs and psychedelics. Be very, very careful with drugs and psychedelics. So what was the thing that I did wrong when I went to the teacher? The thing that I did wrong was that I was using my imagination. In Vipassana, we don't use the imagination. We experience everything as it is. Vipassana means as it is. But I was using my imaginations. I was like imagining that then I go here, and I was like imagining a color or some sort of movement. I was imagining all of the time. And that's why I was insecure, like, what am I actually feeling? Am I feeling bodily sensations, or am I feeling the things that I'm imagining? And one of the things that the teacher asked me right away was, have you done a lot of ayahuasca? And I have. I have done a lot of ayahuasca and some psychedelics. And she was like, yeah, she figured, because I was using the mind so much. And she told me that the side effects of doing psychedelics, that the side effects are actually way stronger than we think they are, and they last way longer than we think they do. But she shared with me that because of the psychedelics, because the DMT is using so many images, like we are seeing so many different things, that when we then sit to calm our minds down, well, then the side effects really shows themselves in images that we see all of the time. So really be careful with it, because it can really interrupt your Vipassana practice. They recommend, and I also recommend, as soon as you have applied for the Vipassana course, you don't do any drugs, you don't do any psychedelics, any that contains DMT before getting to the course, because it can really disturb your process. I have a friend that I met when I was in Brazil in an ashram, and he had done Vipassana a lot, and we talked a lot about Vipassana. This was before my first Vipassana. I was doing my first like a month after that, so I was excited for that, and we were talking a lot about it. And one of the things he said, that one time that he did Vipassana, when they were sleeping, suddenly the man who was sleeping beneath him, he just screamed like, "Ah!" And at the 10th day, they went to him and they were like, what happened? Like, why were you screaming like that? And he told that it was because that before he went to the Vipassana center, he had done a 2-week ayahuasca retreat. Because of the way it affects the mind, and when we do Vipassana, we go deep in the mind, everything came up, and it really disturbed his process. So yeah, be very careful about psychedelics, ayahuasca, anything that contains DMT and drugs in general, of course. Now, I am not condemning the sacred medicine. I really want to get that away. Personally, I love the Queen. I love the medicine. It has really helped me a lot in my life. So I am really not condemning anything here. I am just saying, through my own experience too, that it can really disturb the process of the Vipassana meditation. And now we get to the very last one and most important one of them all. This is also the one that I am dealing with the most, actually. Like, this is the one that's still difficult for me. And it is believe in yourself. Now, the 5th enemy of Vipassana meditation is the enemy of doubt. I actually think I'm gonna make a video about the 5 enemies of meditation. When it's been made, there's gonna be a link in the description where you can go and see it. Doubt is the 5th enemy of Vipassana meditation. And there's 3 types of doubt. There's doubt in the technique, doubt in the teacher, or doubt in ourselves. And the doubt in myself, that's the one that I really had a lot. Like, I feel like this is the technique given to us by Gautama Buddha in its pure form, but it's me. Yes, the technique is perfect, but I am not good enough. I am doing it wrong. This technique works for everyone else. It's me that's the problem. That is the doubt that I am feeling, and that's the doubt that I am facing when meditating. And it's still there. I'm still insecure, but I'm just sharing a little about my own process here now, but I am also trusting in the Dhamma, in teaching me the right technique, in teaching me the right way of doing the technique. And the reason why I feel like I can trust in Dhamma is because that I am coming with wanting to learn this technique from a purity of heart. I know that my intention is pure, and thus I am trusting in Dhamma, I am trusting in life, in teaching me the technique in the right way. So just by slow and steady, I feel more comfortable with the technique and more comfortable relaxing and feeling that I'm doing it the right way, right? So yeah, that was a little about the doubt. And here's one thing that I think will create doubt in a lot of people, and it is if we just keep on feeling pain and we don't get to feel the wonderful bodily sensations. S.N. Goenka, he talks a lot about the wonderful bodily sensations. And my fiance, she just felt like the wonderful body sensations. He's like, well, the whole body is just vibrating and you're so relaxed and it's just nice. And I have never felt that. I only feel the pain. So what I have done is like, am I doing this right? Because I'm still in the pain thing, you know, like. But it's very important to understand that everyone's Vipassana journey is different, right? So you may just feel the pain, but it's not how we're measuring our progress. We're not measuring our progress through the wonderful bodily sensations we are feeling. That's not how we are measuring our progress. We are measuring our progress by two things, by three things. Well, he talks about two things, but I think there's a third one. The first thing is our availability, our ability. The first thing is our ability to be completely equanimous. I do still have pain, especially in the night. I know what it is, but I have a lot of pain when I'm meditating in the night. It hurts so much, but my ability to be equanimous when I'm going through that pain is so much stronger or higher. I don't know how to measure that. I don't know how to say that. I'm so much more capable of being equanimous now than I was before. So that's a good way of measuring one's progress. The second way is gratitude. And it's gratitude to Gautama Buddha, who he dedicated his life. Gautama Buddha dedicated his life in finding the way of eradicate all suffering. And in that he rediscovered this wonderful Vipassana technique. He rediscovered the way of Panya, of Sila, Samadhi and Panya. And then he dedicated his life in teaching everyone. So everyone, out of compassion from his heart, so everyone could experience and taste this wonderful Vipassana, and they could feel more peace in their lives, and they could feel more peace in their minds and in their hearts. And so it's gratitude towards Gautama Buddha, who dedicated his life for this. It's gratitude to all of the thousands of masters who for 2,500 years has kept the Vipassana in its pure form as given to us by Gautama Buddha. They have not changed a single thing for 2,500 years. It is the exact same thing as Gautama Buddha taught. It is gratitude to all of the people that has made it possible for Vipassana to be worldwide now and for us to receive it for free. It's gratitude to everyone who's contributing. And it's also just generally gratitude in life. If someone gives you a present, that you are genuinely full of gratitude, no matter what you are receiving. You're just full of gratitude. Instead of being full of greed or I don't like it or whatever we are full of normally. But being full of gratitude. And it's appreciating life more. Gratitude towards life more. And the third one, which I think is also very important, is the fruits that we're receiving. How profound, how impactful are the fruits that you're receiving? I speak about my experience of Vipassana in the video, My Vipassana Experience, I think it's called. I have not recorded it yet, but it's also linked in the description. There I speak about the profound benefits that I have received from my experience of Vipassana, and also for doing Vipassana daily now. The profound fruits that I have received from this. And one of the things that I have dealt a lot with in my life is anxiety and stress. And Vipassana has literally helped me to, through the wisdom of insight, through Panya, to see what was the stress, what was it coming from. I've learned so much about that anxiety that I was feeling, and I've learned it through the wisdom of insight. I've learned it through Panya. The Vipassana is helping me to go deep into that and to get to the root of it and being able to resolve it and dissolve it. So how profound are the fruits, the benefits that you are receiving from your Vipassana? I wish you the best. I wish you the best Vipassana course that you could ever have. I wish you the best fruits that you could ever receive. I wish for you to work hard. I wish for you to get the maximum benefits of this wonderful wonderful Vipassana. If you have done a course, or afterwards when you've done a course, if you want to practice meditation, you can come to my channel that I have with my fiance Luli. It's called Meditate with Us. If you speak Spanish, it's called Meditar con Nosotros. And there we have created beautiful videos with beautiful sounds and beautiful landscape, like really make it nice. And there you can come and you can meditate with us, so that you are not meditating alone. If you want to learn how to meditate, if you don't know how to meditate, link in the description to how to practice Anapana meditation. And yeah, come and meditate with us. Have a wonderful Vipassana. Have a wonderful day. I love you. See you in the next video, and blessings. Be happy.
To come out of the bondages, the shackles, the chains of ignorance, of craving, of aversion, to enjoy real peace, real harmony, real happiness. May all of you enjoy real peace, real harmony, real happiness.